Alright everyone, we ready to have some fun here today with the 389 on another run here with American Truck Simulator. I decided to go ahead and reactivate the Lowboy pack that I've had. I used it once before, didn't like how it turns, and people have already messaged me saying, hey, give it a shot, let us decide for ourselves. Okay, fine, I'll let you guys decide for yourselves. So, here is one of the options that you have here. And obviously, since we don't have pivot points, this is going to be interesting how this goes today. Reservoir tank is the cargo. Tipping scales at 46,000 pounds. Going down the Bakersfield up here in Truckee right now. Now, this is going to be one hell of a long-ass turning radius on this thing. It's going to be massive. And being here in Truckee, it's going to be difficult to get around that first corner. I have a couple different options. I can just go around the whole loop, or I can just swing really, really wide and pray I don't hit anything as I come around. I mean, the wheels aren't even turning. And I'm already going to hit that. Yep. Yep. That's the way to start off, right? And then again, I shouldn't be doing this while I'm in the observer camera or whatever it's called. Drive-by, maybe? Yeah. I really do find trailers like this to be kind of pointless right now, because we do not have pivot points, and you know, who in hell knows when we're going to get them, if we're ever going to get them. It's one thing that many of us have been, you know, asking for, praying for, looking to get, and as far as I know, I mean, I'm not up to date on everything that is said that comes out of SCS Studios, you know, the guys over there. It seems to be that there is no, you know, inclination, no timeline, no nothing as to getting it done. Made that corner, thankfully no traffic. The next tricky one is going to be getting on the highway. So let's place our bets right now, guys. What is the over-under as to how many things I hit on this run? As you saw, I've already hit one. You know, the turn, but get close. I've already hit the guard shack there, if you will. There we go. Now, the one thing I just realized is getting around this curve here from I-80. Actually, no, I'm taking 99. Wheels don't even turn there. That's awesome. Yep, there we go. With MHA Pro here, this is 1.4. MHA Pro adds the I-99 extension. So I'm not going to have to worry about the Cloverleaf interchange here. get over. There we go. Shut the door on his ass. There we go. Might have been a little too fast for that corner. This thing is really top heavy. In the real world it would be anyway. I don't know if the physics for it are all that correct. It does feel like the weight is here to 46,000, did I say? Yeah, 46,200. So it does feel like the weight is here anyway with this truck. Let's bring it down a little bit. Now it's time for a nice relaxing cruise right down 99 here until I get to Bakersfield, and then that's going to be a whole nother issue getting off of here onto the main drag there. As you see, the Dole farm is where this tank is going, so I'm surprised this thing's fitting underneath the bridges. So how's everyone's weekend? Pretty good, I hope. Pretty good, I hope. Had my chance to go to basically all the races at Chicagoland Speedway. The owner got infield passes for his RV and also got pit passes for all 4 races. The ARCA race, which is like the minors to the minors. They're one step above or a couple steps above your late model guys that you might have at your local track if you've got a paved track, racetrack near you. Let's see, Friday night was the Truck Series, which I really wanted to go to because it's usually a crash fest, and it turns out there were a few of them. Saturday was the Xfinity Series, which is the minor leagues to the Sprint Cup, and then of course Sunday was Sprint Cup. So, didn't get a chance to go to any of them. I had expected rain to happen on Friday, and well, it didn't. So there goes that opportunity. Plus, you know, the wife and I, since we work at the same place, we ride together, and I was going to take 2 vehicles, but decided no, I think it's going to rain, so let's just, you know, take one and be done with it. And it didn't rain, so of course I'm not going to drive in an hour and a half south just to turn around and drive an hour and a half back north. So missed out on that race and the pit passes. I already had plans for Saturday, so couldn't go there, and couldn't go Sunday for the Sprint Cup because we had a sprinkle to go to. And for those who don't know what a sprinkle is, I'm only 5 minutes ahead of you on that. A sprinkle is like a second baby shower. So if say your wife or your friend's wife were going to have their first child and it's a boy, or you say it's a boy, there's your regular baby shower. Now if you're having a second child and it's a girl, then obviously you can't really use a lot of stuff that you had for your boy, so they call it a sprinkle, because you've already had your baby shower, but you are having a different gender kid. So a sprinkle allows you to basically have another baby shower, so you can get all girl stuff. So we went and did that for a guy at work and his wife. So hung out there. A few people ended up missing the race because of it. For, you know, some didn't really care, and, you know, some were like, well, you know, I already said, yeah, I'm going to this, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to your party. But unfortunately missed out on all 4 races. And I've been to Chicagoland Speedway before. I've been there for an ARCA race in the past. I've been there for Indy Racing League in the past. I've been around the track twice myself as part of the Marlboro racing experience where you ride shotgun with, you know, in late 90s Dodge Stealth or whatever IROC cars. So that is a trip. You're basically, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it here with the video, but basically you take your hands and form a box, and that box only fits basically from the edge of the mirror, the inside, to maybe the right hand side of your screen. That's it. Maybe a little bit smaller than that, not as wide. That's all you see. You don't really see anything else unless you move your head there, because that's just the way the helmet is. So it's a trip. It really is a trip when you're going around that place at 160 miles an hour, and granted, you're not even driving, you're just riding along. But the smell, just awesome. I love the smell of racing fuel, the sounds, the feel, the heat. Just it's a trip. If you any of you guys ever have a chance to not only just go see a race, it doesn't matter if it's your locals or, you know, something like ARCA or NASCAR, you know, do it. But because it's a different world than it is on TV. But if you ever have a chance to go and actually drive or at least ride in one of these cars, do it. You know, you're doing one thing that very few people have done. And there is one thing that a lot of people can do. It's, and I don't know if it's still around. I haven't heard about it in a few years. It's the Richard Petty racing experience, where for depending on the package that you buy, you actually get to go around the track and run in a retired NASCAR race car. So very cool experience there to actually take part in that. You go through the schooling on it, and they lead you around the track so you can get used to the car and you know what it'll do, how it handles, things like that. And then they bump up the speeds, and I think you still follow each other. You follow the, you know, you're playing follow the leader the whole time. You're not really racing each other, but still being able to pilot a car that has, you know, 600-700 horsepower around the track, it's pretty wild. So definitely worth checking out if any of you guys out there have any interest in racing, period. But unfortunately missed out on all that. It is what it is, though. It's not the last time NASCAR is going to be in Chicagoland. You know, maybe in the future I will be able to go to one of them again. Fortunately for me, the stepdad, the father-in-law, you know, still has his connections with friends in the city who have season passes to White Sox games, to Blackhawk games. So I've got that coming up anyway. Passed up on tickets, 14 rows behind home plate to a Sox game a couple weeks ago. And I mean, no big deal. It's the Sox that kind of suck. You know, anyone in Chicago who likes baseball would probably rather go to a Cubs game. But you know, it's a fun atmosphere. That's mainly what it is. Whoa, there's a bridge there, huh? All right, how bad are we? Oh, we're real bad. I don't think I'm getting out of this one. Wow. Is it the sign or is it the bridge? I just bust out the camera here. Oh yeah, it's the bridge. Wow. Yeah, there's no way of getting around this one. What I'm surprised about is... Oh, it did damage it, okay. That seems legit, huh? Messed up the load, 36% damage, but back on the road again. That kind of sucks. Made it all the way down here, before I had an issue. But, Sox games and, stuff like that, you go for the atmosphere. So, I'm looking forward to hockey season now. Hockey season starting up here in Chicago. Actually, the boys should be getting back on the ice here soon if they haven't already. Been kind of out of the loop on all that. Preseason should be starting. The new hockey season starts in October, so I'm ready. We're gonna hit this one. No. I'm glitching right through the signs. Yep, that top rail is just glitching right through the signs. Yep, that's legit, eh? Now, as for this trailer here, I know it's got the AMT mud flaps on there. I believe this is from Pinga. I'm not privy to a lot of the information that comes out of the AMT, well, because, well, we're not really friends. But, I believe this is a Pinga Lowboy that he has on his Facebook page, on his group. Since it is public, I will go ahead and put this in my mod's description, so if you guys are interested in this one, be sure you check the, be sure to check the description here for my mods list link, and it'll be listed under trailers. And obviously also, as you have seen, the TAM edition of the Viper 389 hasn't been updated yet. I have not been given an ETA on whether or not that's going to be fixed, but it seems like there's another issue right now. And I believe I touched on this on my prior video about the future of the 389. Viper had posted, it would almost seem like he was tossing around the idea on whether or not he's going to continue the 389, or if he's just going to basically stop updating it, seeing that SCS is going to be releasing theirs very soon. Which side panel here, sidebar, my gut tells me is going to happen, if not at the same time when the upscale happens, right after that. My gut tells me when the upscale comes out, the 389 will as well. Alright, now here's what I was worried about. Making this corner. Oh, he's gonna pull right up too, isn't he? Yes, he is. Oh, okay, he's gonna glitch right through the trailer. Okay. That works too. I wonder why that is. He's gonna stop, and I'm gonna end up running into him, aren't I? Yes, I am. Oh well. I'll just move him. Get out of my way. Hey, Sunoco fuel. Yeah, also about this trailer, someone had posted a photo. I don't remember. I think it was like American Mods Nation. Someone posted a photo of or they were talking about pivoting trailers, having extra pivot points. And unfortunately, a trailer like this one doesn't have it. No, it was actually a double flatbed. 2 48-foot flatbeds is what it was. And I posted a photo saying, meanwhile on Farming Simulator 15, and I posted a photo of my 3 East dump trailers, and then a Lowboy with a Cat 994H front loader on it. Pulled, hooked up to a W900 that was in the game. Now, obviously, the physics in that game are right out the window when it comes to something like that, because it's probably not something that would be able to be pulled. But, for those who have played Farming Sim or have seen me play the Farming Simulator on here, pivot points are in the game. You can hook up as many dollies, as many trailers as you want, as long as the trailer has a hitch point to it. You can hook up all that stuff, whereas in this game you can't. Oh, plenty of room on this one. Now the main thing is with this one, and I plan on actually driving one of these trucks here soon, is if you were to change the pivot points to move it back. Now, that would be basically taking the 5th wheel here, where this trailer is hooked up, and moving it back to the 2nd 5th wheel, where that dolly is hooked up to the trailer. Now, that would make the truck one long object to turn, but that's really the only way you can do that here in the game, by moving the pivot point. But from my understanding is until SCS unlocks that option, it's apparently something that's locked in game. Until they decide to do something about that, we will not have extra pivot points. And I really don't understand why. I mean, do they need to get on the phone with their European friends at Giant Software and ask them, hey, how do you do this? Or does Rockstar need to give them a call and say, hey guys, here's how it works? But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But here we are, finally. Time to take this a little wide again, since the trailer's are already over there anyway, it doesn't matter. Can you imagine taking this to Coastline? I think it's one of those things where I'll just take it out to the main road and drop it and say, here you go, Merry Christmas, I'm done, pay me. Now, where do they want this damn thing as I take down all the banners? I've done that before too in a truck. Oh, don't tell me. Don't, oh, of course. Alright folks, what do you think? Can I make it? I think I can. I got plenty of room here to move up and to straighten this long pig out. Okay. Let me make it legit here. Okay, there we go. And pick up that axle. God, that thing is a mile long. It's kind of trippy not being, those dolly wheels not turning. I want to see if I'm clear of that forklift. Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah. I'm good. Might need to turn a little more. Is it going to give it to me? Yes, it is. You know what? Let me try one time just to straighten this thing out. You know, we don't get points for style, but I'd at least like to try once to get this right in the cones. Alright. How am I? In the cones. Alright. That works for me. Time to drop it off. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will have this trailer pack in the mods list. But remember, you don't get your pivot point. And also, it's going to be hard picking a trailer that's going to go to a proper place. A lot of these were showing up going to Walmart or 7-Eleven or something like that. Sorry, that's not... Yeah, I know the pack isn't you know, legit and real in the first place, you know, just by the performance of it. But I'm sorry, I don't think I'm going to be taking, you know, a Caterpillar Challenger tractor, articulating tractor, to Walmart or 7-Eleven or something like that. So, to each their own. That's just my thought on it. So, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. You know what to do. So, until Wednesday. Take it easy.